I'm actually recording this after barely sleeping for days because I'm still so shaken up. So my 10-year-old daughter has always been a sleep talker. Sometimes she'll even sit up in bed, look around with her eyes open, but she's completely asleep. We've gotten used to it over the years. A few nights ago, she fell asleep on our living room couch. About 15 minutes later, she suddenly sat up and said, "Where did it go?" I was sitting nearby and calmly told her, "It's okay, honey, go back to bed." She laid back down but asked again where it went. I just said, "Go back to sleep." And then, guys, I immediately heard a man's voice right in front of me say, "No." It wasn't a whisper. It wasn't muffled. It was clear as day, aggressive, and so close I could almost feel the breath from it. I froze completely. I looked at my daughter. She was already back asleep. My husband was in our bedroom in another part of the house, also asleep. I was completely alone in that living room with whatever had just spoken to me. Here's the thing about our house. A man named Jeff, who was actually a family friend, passed away in our living room back in 2017. There was also a horrific incident in 1986, where a man shot his wife with a shotgun in the driveway directly across from us. Oh, and did I mention we literally live next door to a cemetery? Despite all this, I've never felt scared in our home until that night. That voice was so aggressive and real. I'm still trying to process what happened. When I finally told my husband what happened, he asked if that's why the dogs woke him up scratching at the bedroom door, trying to get out. They never do that. They always sleep through the night with us. Just today, my daughter randomly asked me, "Do you think people can talk to ghosts?" We had seen the new Beetlejuice movie, so I thought maybe that sparked her question. When I told her anything was possible, she started asking about my grandfather, who worked at Roswell and believed in supernatural things. When I asked why she was curious, she just said, she wasn't lucky enough to see that sort of stuff. But it gets weirder. The next day, I carefully asked my daughter if she ever dreams about ghosts or thinks our house is haunted. She said no about the ghosts, but then said, "Well, there are the dimes." I had completely forgotten about the dimes. For months now, dimes have been randomly appearing around my daughter. We rarely use cash, and she has a reloadable card, so we have no idea where they come from. She'll be standing in the kitchen, and suddenly we'll hear a coin hit the floor. And she always says, "Thanks, Jeff," and puts it in her bank. Jeff was the man who died in our house. We've always jokingly said his name when weird things happen, and we've always thought if he was haunting us, at least he's nice enough to leave money. But that voice I heard, that wasn't Jeff. It was angry. It was forceful. I don't know what's happening in my house, but I know what I heard, and I'm terrified to find out what might happen next. If you've experienced anything similar, let me know in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe.